Hiya, buddies. Welcome back to Nashville here on day number 2 of the NHL draft, which used to be the entry draft but isn't anymore. And if you say entry draft, some nerd will tell you it's not the entry draft. It's just the NHL draft.
It's not the entry draft. It's just the draft.
Yeah, you know, it's not the entry draft anymore. Thanks, pal. Thank God you're here. Here in the Tower Chrysler Studios, Tower Chrysler, of course, Southern Alberta's favorite Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram dealer. I haven't checked in with Serge to see how he's no trades.
Well, he's got to like the new kid.
Honzo.
Yeah, Honzek Mania has taken over.
Is that what it is? Yeah. He wants. He's all about the youth, so I'm sure he's okay. If you're in Tower today, just ask him. Ask him how he's doing. Ask him how he's feeling about things. There's the Retster, Rhett Warner, out in the boonies. How we doing?
We the North.
Yeah, we the North. Out in, so how north in Saskatchewan are we?
Halfway.
Yeah?
A little more.
How far from Saskatoon?
An hour and a half, 2.
Sure it's not more than halfway? Which
It's actually,
There's a lot up there.
there's a lot up there. That's the thing. You feel like it's halfway.
Yeah.
Like
Not
it's,
even halfway.
and it's like,
Some a lot of stuff up there. Not a lot of people, but there's a
No.
lot of stuff up there.
Yeah,
a lot of
not even-
empty.
Yeah.
Not even up to Larange there. You got a ways to go.
Ooh, Larange, tough town.
Tough numbers for your goalie pal,
Tough
too.
town. Gross. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. We are here back in the Shag Room
Yeah.
at the lovely, I guess we can probably tell now, at the Virgin Hotel here on Music Row, where it's nice spot,
Yeah, it's fancy. It's hip.
very fancy. It is
Cool
very hip.
people.
It's very Pinder. Pinder feels very much at home.
No, I feel old, and
Do you?
I got the bad dad vibes with the shirt today. I don't like it at all.
No, you look great, buddy.
Ugh.
You look awesome.
Maybe I'm just hungover.
That could be it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It said to me this morning, how many? About 100 vodka sodas?
1,000. Yeah.
1,000 vodka
Yeah.
sodas.
1,000.
Well, we had the table filled, and then the guy cleared all the empties, and then the table was filled again with empties. Then he came by and cleared it again, and
Can't believe they just bring all those empties up onto your table.
the
Could
Wolverine.
we
was
get
like,
some?
He went to McDonald's. He sat 45 minutes in a drive-through line. It was quite impressive. The Betway boys, rock solid, steady effort all day. Just
I often wonder about
chug,
the cab,
chug, chug.
like the cabbie who gets the drunk Wolverine, because that guy in the back who needs clown food
Mm-hmm.
at 2 or 3 in the morning has to have it. Do you want that guy? Or do you not want that guy? If you don't, because he might
Depends if he
puke, he's going
pukes.
to be obnoxious, that sort of thing. But at the same time, he's probably going to sleep, and the meter's just running. It's like this guy. I'm soaking this guy for all he's worth. This is going to be great.
We need to turn up our volume at this end, is what people are
Turn
saying.
up our volume.
Yes, including our producer saying that. So our
Speaking
input-
of the mic, you guys.
Well, it's good we did those mic checks before.
Exactly.
Thanks
Yeah,
a lot,
oh, there we
Jack.
are. That's better. Hope that works.
Fucking
J-Boy.
Jack. Christ almighty. But yes, day 2 here in Nashville. Like round number 1 last night. No trades.
No trades.
Thought there was going to be fireworks and explosions and excitement, and
No Hannafin. And
not a lot of that.
we saw a lot of first get traded, but everyone yesterday was like, fuck that. I like this where we're at. No
Yeah.
one traded. It
Remember,
was
not
weird.
to throw him under the bus, but Seravalli was saying, you can mark it down. St. Louis Blues have 3 first-round picks.
They're
They
not
are
using
not
all 3.
using all 3 picks. 1, 2, and 3. But yeah, I think it is one of those things. You can do all the homework, and then until you sit down and you're at the table and you're at the excitement of the draft, it's like, are we gonna some good players here? And if the draft is as good as they say it is, just keep all them picks. So the Flames go, and Honzer, what's his name? Hatari Hanzo.
Samuel Honzek.
All right, it was the Hanzo sword in Kill Bill, right?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Hattori Hanzo. Yeah.
I went to that restaurant in Tokyo. It's pretty unreal.
Yeah.
The Kill Bill one?
Yeah. Delicious.
Sake.
So you had some opinions, Rhett. I saw in our group chat last night. As Samuel made his way to the podium.
Harumph.
You were quick to chime in from the central Saskatchewan
Scouting
branch
board?
of
Yeah.
the Barn Burner show with your review.
I have zero review of this kid. I don't know where do he play? Vancouver?
Yes.
Giants?
Yeah.
Don Hay? No. Don Hay hates me. I can't.
No,
Don's retired.
Don Hay.
He's big. Good.
He's big.
I liked it because Sammy Cosentino,
Yeah.
Sammy said that's where he had him going. So I'm like, if anyone knows junior hockey, Sammy.
So,
yeah, the thing is that Sam knows it. He also loves it, and he loves prospects. I've not, and this is not to discredit Sam. Sam is probably the best in the country at it. But there have been times when I've reached out. He's like, oh, you know what? This guy's a late birthday, this, and a late bloomer, and had an injury, and this sort of thing. It's a great pick. Haven't always turned out to be great picks. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, Hunter Smith, but there have been some guys where I've checked in post-draft pick to find out his thoughts, and he was glowing.
He doesn't have a lot of negative to say about people.
He
That's
wants
right.
200 kids a year to get to the NHL.
He wants all of
He
them
wants
to make
them all
it.
to succeed.
Why can't we all make it?
Unfortunately, there's not room for 200 a year.
Yeah.
Every
If
year.
only we could all make it.
To sort of walk through the emotion of that pick, like there's a lot of guys that you didn't think were going to be there, like Oliver Moore, who played for the U.S. development team, Perreault, who broke the scoring records for Austin Matthews, Sandin Pellikka, the Swedish defenseman, he was available. You're like, oh my God, like look at these guys. And so when those guys that you saw slide and that you didn't think were going to be available didn't get picked, you're like, But the more I hear about this kid, the people actually watched him, and we bumped into some guys in Vancouver and some people I trust in the scouting committee, was like, this is a really toolsy kid who missed some time with injury. The skating is not an issue at all per Connie. Really likes a lot about his game. He's big and skilled. It's one of those things where you don't find a lot of big and skilled. Usually they're separate entities. You only get to do it at the top of the draft.
Well, let's go now. Let's just kind of out of order, Jack. But we talked. Craig Conroy spoke with the assembled media, of which we were talking about the compete in this kid. That there's you watch the game, but it's there's the intangibles, those sorts of things, which some people think are important, scares some other people off. But here's some of what Conroy said he liked about this kid.
I think the one thing is just when you come over, you don't know how the transition's going to be. You're coming over from Europe, and he fit right in right away. But just the overall confidence with the puck, he wanted it more. He did protect pucks more. It seemed like when games needed to be, there needed someone to step up in the game. He was the guy doing that. I mean, I think the last game I saw him play, it was a playoff game, and he had 3 assists in the game. And they were a little bit outmatched in the game against a better team, but you could see he was trying to elevate his game and raise up and do whatever he could to win. So, you love to see that competitive fire to say, hey, we might lose, but I'm going to do everything in my power to try to win this game.
Ginla.
You think so?
That's
Got some-
There's no pressure either. Just call him the next Ginla, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
That doesn't really carry any weight in our city.
He's really not that good, but he competes like a bastard, and you can't deny him. So let's see. He's
Is that
Iggy.
Iggy? Is that what Iggy was? He wasn't.
Yeah,
that
not
good?
that great, but just so much effort. Now,
Just try to compete him.
Has somebody made the comparison to McGinley, or is that just us talking out our ass?
That's him.
I just
talking
did.
about his ass.
Okay, good, yeah.
It might be a great comp. I have no idea. The shoots left, not right. Whatever. Connie was asked about a comp, and he hummed and hawed, and then he was like, you know what? I don't want to say the guy's name because it's an unneeded pressure. This day's about him. It's not about someone in the NHL.
And it's impossible to. It's like, how are you supposed to? So then, if you're less than a Hockey Hall of Famer, blown pick.
That's right.
I can't believe you guys drafted
How
this
could you
guy.
do it?
Yeah. We'll roll through some of these other things. It was quiet. Like we kind of talked about it off the start. There's all these trades, and not just Calgary. There was going to be all of these trades. Everybody expected a bunch of fireworks, and maybe it continues through day 2 and towards July 1. But you, in fact, asked Craig about how much activity was there on the floor.
Hannafin here.
What's going on,
Craig?
Great question from Pinder
Oh yeah, so good.
about the quiet day.
Pretty quiet today. I think everyone's just getting ready for the draft, getting set. So, yeah, surprisingly, I wasn't sure how it would be because it's been a little bit busier in the last couple of days, but then today was quiet. Well, I think people love the draft and they didn't want to move those picks. You know, there wasn't many calls, a couple when we got it close to 16, but that was it. So, you know, you can tell guys liked what they had and they weren't going to give that up.
There you go.
We're going to do it.
It's easier to give away picks when you're not at the draft.
Yes, that's true. You're in love with that pick when you get there. It was the first time since 2007 there wasn't a trade in the first round. So it was extra quiet.
And maybe that's because the draft is so good. It's so good, Brett. It's such a good draft.
So good.
It's so good. And, of course, for Conroy, last one from him on, you know, he's usually the assistant GM. You sit right next to the general manager. They have the assigned seating, it seems like. All the GMs sit in that one spot at all the tables. So Conroy, one spot over this year, asked Craig about making the move to the big dog chair.
It's exciting. I mean, it is. You know, you're in there, and when you're getting the calls, you hear exactly. You're not hearing it secondhand. You're hearing it firsthand. I mean, because there was a few chances teams wanted to move up, and you know, we're kind of following along as we went. So, you know, it's a little more stressful in that chair. But nobody really made any moves today. So we'll see how it is tomorrow. But it is definitely more hectic.
You think it'd be one of those things where you're name a GM? Steve Yzerman.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Yzerman calls the Flames. Oh, hey, Craig, it's Steve. Yeah, so are you keeping this pick? You're gonna? Okay. You are? Okay. Okay, thanks. Yeah, that's great, Craig. Oh, okay.
Greg, I gotta go. Greg, we're on the clock.
3 minutes, Craig.
Greg.
There's a clock.
Craig. So that's how I asked you.
I lost you there, bud. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Sorry, just calling you back here.
God damn it. Can he pick up the hint? Like, Jesus.
Do you think they do mess around a little bit? Like, you could do a heck of a job just phoning and texting and harassing, couldn't you?
Well, you'd want to, because then you'd be kind of looking over, because you can, you know, you're within eye shot, if that's the thing. Earshot.
Yeah.
Hey, watch. He's going to flip his lid. I'm going to call him again.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep.
Yeah, just keep ringing him. I think it'd be great. I don't know that they'd appreciate it. I feel like probably some of those guys, they're fun suckers. That's not the place to be fucking around and having a good time.
Professional than us.
I think that there's more to it than we will ever know.
I hope you're right. And I think that's BS. I thought we were very professional yesterday.
Too professional.
I thought we were, you know, we kind of dressed up.
Yeah.
And we went and did some stuff. In fact, you know what? RJ, our boy RJ,
look at this, what he's working.
took some of the content that we created yesterday and put together a little day one review of our trip to the draft here in Nashville.
Instant reaction. How do you feel about this pick?
I don't know anything about this human, but people that know more than me, some good, some bad. He's big. Big questions to be asked. How does he feel about baloney?
He's gonna have to change his pants and put that's the jersey.
It's Bedard.
It's a big deal, right?
Kind of blue? Platinum blue? What do we call that? Blue steel? Doesn't match the Blackhawks jersey.
No, pretty quiet today. You know, I think everyone's just getting ready for the draft, getting set. So, yeah, surprisingly, I wasn't sure how it would be because it's been a little bit busier in the last couple of days, but then today was quiet.
Ryan, instant feedback, looking for an instant reaction to the Pinder starter kit here.
Good flow. Been missing a few gym days.
Footwear is strong. Pull up your pants.
Don't hang them so low. It's got some frames there. Probably missing an opportunity to not throw that up top and let some of the get it going.
How does that go? Right. Yeah. It's yeah. But if
if we're doing any stunts later, that guy can jump off the third floor.
Yeah. But the question that needs to be asked is, how is his high kicking?
So there you go. Some real serious
Hard-hitting.
journalistic
Yeah.
shit going on at the draft yesterday. Now, you had some concern there. Now, if you've watched the previous high kick videos, that was not an impressive one, but you had some concern.
That's the best suit I own. I cannot be ripping the crotch of a suit, high kicking like an idiot at the draft.
Well, what kind of shitty suit is it if you can't high kick in it?
Oh, I could. I just think I would undue stress on the area.
I think you got to do it. Test it out. If that suit can't handle it, you got to send it back. Get
Yeah,
a
I'm
new
sure
one.
they'll accept that. I bought this
Hey.
5 years ago and it ripped when I was high kicking at the draft in Nashville. No, sir. We
Listen,
have
I got it.
Nashville rip policy.
I got it on video. This thing should be able to handle a high kick. Paid top dollar for this thing.
Yeah, look at this. Look right here. Look.
Yeah.
That's some BS. Now, it didn't all go swimmingly.
Oh,
Our audio guy had the mic turned off
for one part of it.
for the scrum there.
Machine was on.
With the first, the machine was on, but there's an on-off switch on the microphone, so
Hmm.
the audio guy didn't have the microphone turned on. And then during the Conroy
The
scrum,
mic was on.
the mic was on.
I wasn't recording.
It just didn't record
Yeah.
until about 3 minutes left.
They're going opposite ways. One was working, one wasn't, huh?
Yeah, we gotta fire that audio guy. Guys. So
You gotta get a guy with the boom. The boom
Takes a
stick.
lot, you know,
I just wanted to save you all that editing.
turning
time.
shit on.
Mm.
Who
I
knows
did
to do-
notice, on your behalf, Pender, because he was
Mhm.
pointing at you, so it's clearly you. I did notice that Conroy was doing it, like basically back answer. Yeah, trying to.
Yeah.
I was like, real quiet. I gotta
Oh,
run.
hey, hey, Ryan. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's. I guess
Nothing.
Ryan kept their picks. Yeah, guys like their players and
Gotta
picks
go.
and stuff. Yeah, but
It's like Stevie Y trying to get off the call with him.
Yeah, that's right. Something like that.
No, he was good. I liked chatting with him after, and you could see, like, he is. I think his greatest tool of the GM kit is his scouting. He's been to, I think, probably every major international event for the last almost decade, I'd bet, and he was really, really keen on Honzek yesterday.
If that's his real name.
Now, would the Ginlas kid played against him?
For sure. Western League.
So there's more insight, huh?
Everything comes back to
Yeah,
Iggy.
there you have it.
I feel bad. I was actually watching Conroy up there. He looks exhausted and tired to me. And I'm like, I wonder how much sleep that guy's getting.
Not a lot.
Not as much as he used to. Welcome to the new game.
Yeah.
Because he definitely cares.
He
So
cares, and in the last week to 10 days, have had a number of players or agents tell him that they want out.
If you wanted to
In
look at the
theory.
ceiling and think about things, he's had a good week for that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been good. Now, who had a worse night, or who did you feel more for? Craig, who looks tired, or Carey Price, who looked lost?
I felt bad for Carey Price.
Felt terrible
I
for
think
him.
we all did, yeah.
Felt terrible for him.
Maybe he didn't
I
like
thought-
the pick. He's wanted
Sending
Mishkov.
that little subliminal
Yeah.
message there. Just
Like David.
I don't know.
That's
I feel like if you're going up there to announce that, you really got to dial in.
Yeah.
So,
And it wasn't. It's like, could we have just taken Will Smith? Like that. That I can remember.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan Bacher. What are we? Shit.
Bachreining, Rana.
I would pleased to select Will Smith. What?
Will's already gone. You can't take
What?
Will.
Damn it. Yeah, I felt bad for him.
is that the one
awkward.
thing you brought it up, Pinder? Or do you want to continue? I wanted to go back to what
go
Pinder
ahead.
kind of mentioned, and with the
Yeah.
Sam Cosentino and the Flames' first pick was that Sammy had him there. Whatever, who cares what he? But there was a couple odd picks that
Mhm.
made like he shouldn't have been. Other guys shouldn't have been available at that point. Is
Yeah, I
that
think,
what
like-
we're going to do for the next decade? Is go, oh, we could have. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
I think this is going to be a draft class where they're all going to be. There's going to be a lot of guys, and the people that watched him closely are very, very bullish on this guy. That like he's one of the older guys in the draft class, which can scare you a bit because it means he's theoretically got less development time or he's older than his competition. But first year over in North America, he's going to be captain next year. Huge body and a frame that's going to add mass. Like Connie says, he's going to play way.
Well, they all said every guy that went up there.
do.
Sorry, because you guys probably were there. So
Yeah.
all the can add size. No shit. They're 18 and they're little skinny bastards. Like they can all
he's
get
6'3". I mean, it's like there were some guys that were under 5'10" available, right? Like that's he becomes probably their largest prospect that plays forward immediately.
Wow, and I feel like
Zary
it's one of
wasn't
those.
that big. Pelche's not that big. Coronado's not that big. He immediately becomes their biggest forward prospect.
And that's important. The shitty part is we could discuss all this and until 5 years play out.
Let's do this again in 5 years.
So the good news about his birthday is I think he could be a Wrangler in 2 years. So he'll go back and be the captain, and then because of his age, he's eligible to play in the American Hockey League. And that, I think, is key for this organization. You get to not just the American League, but into your facility with your staff, in front of your trainers, your sports science people. Like he gets it's a huge part of why the AHL team was moved to Calgary. There's massive efficiencies in terms of getting your best people around your prospects on the way up.
Straight
we'll see him soon.
Get him to the Hitman. Come on.
Good to too.
Get a trade. Get a trade.
Let's go.
Captain.
Now, do we know that for sure? That's kind of the.
They said he's going to be the captain. So
is captain material, or is he's going to be captain?
I think
That's good. Either way. But the answer to your question, of course, is yes, especially if this draft class is really good. Because remember the Rangers, Hugh Jessamine was taken in the middle of round 1 in 03, and you say huge specimen every time I say Hugh Jessamine. Just for
6'6".
Yeah,
well, that's his name.
it's his name, and played 2 games, and then you go down that first round, and
bunch of Hall of Famers in there.
It changes your franchise. It really does. So I just the people, obviously there's a lot of people that know this is what they do for a living. They watch, they study, they have their different ways of tracking and measuring and all of that. But how can you be devastated? If you are Chicago, you're pumped. I think you can feel really good about Connor Bedard.
Yep.
But as you start to go down, how can you be crushed today in either the player you took or the player that they didn't take because he's going to be so much better?
Yeah, we don't know. And look, the Flames amateur scouts are better than this than we are. Fuck, like their lists are. They watch these guys we haven't. Like this, I think it's more about like stylistically what you're looking for and what you covet as a team. And they've drafted a lot of smaller forwards, which you're betting on skill, but finally they got a big guy with skill. Like Oliver Moore was on the board. He was the best skater in the draft. He slid. He was available. He's 5'11" centerman. I'm not saying like he might be a way better player, but I don't know. I look at the picks: 6'3", 6 foot, 6'2", 6'4".
That was one. I forget.
There's a lot of size in this draft already that they've selected. They haven't picked a player under 6 feet.
And I know that somebody had made note that even if you go back to the first round yesterday and you kind of go over those picks, there's a lot of the guys that slid were the smaller guys.
Gabe Perreault to 23 to the Rangers. He broke Austin Matthews' scoring records. Are you kidding me?
What about the kid Buffalo got? Lots of points there, Retro.
Oh, man. They're going to like him. Benson, like one of the all-time draft year point totals in the Western League. Like monster numbers.
And his family was owns carnivals? Ran carnies?
Are they carnies?
Oh, boy.
I'm not joking.
I'll look it up here.
Yeah, go on.
That's
Carney DB.
I'm pretty sure it was the Benson kid, or at least one of the kids. His parents owned the ran carnivals.
What? Barnum and Bailey, not Barnum and Benson.
I'm serious.
Barlow and Bailey.
Somebody will fact check this for me, and you losers.
No, Barlow went to Winnipeg, and Benson went to Buffalo.
Benson
you
and
got that. Totally off. You're totally off. Let's do a little bit of this day in Flames history. Now, it wasn't Flames history, but it was this date where those trades happened, the mega trades in like 23 minutes or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Hall for Larson with New Jersey and Edmonton.
Mm-hmm.
Weber and PK Subban.
Yep.
And then Stamkos re-signed with Tampa Bay.
He said, this Toronto shit is crazy.
I'm not sure about this Toronto
No fucking
thing.
way. I'll make less on my AAV and more in actual post-tax dollars. I'm going back to Tampa, baby.
And cups. There's
I'll
some
take
cups.
those
Did do
cups
that.
as well.
He did
there's
that
some
after.
Cups
yes.
on the way. So
Yeah, but
take that.
Good decision.
I
You got 2
suppose.
cups out of it.
But anyway, today, let's now.
Little memory lane?
Yeah, YouTube's a great thing. We go back to 1987. A little news clip here.
87.
There was a young kid that was drafted, trying to make the NHL coming out of junior. This young man is having a birthday today. Let's go back
Prairie
to
kid?
1987.
World Junior Championships last year, big brawl between Canada and the Soviets. Number 10 in the white uniform is Theron Fleury. He is not afraid to get involved, even though most hockey players are at least 6 inches taller than he is and 35 pounds heavier. The NHL style doesn't scare him at all. He's been one of the best players for the Flames so far this year in their training camp.
I never dreamed that I could do so much in so little time, and I'm just so happy. You know, the guys are great and give me confidence every day I'm out on the ice, and you know, I feel that, you know, that's a big asset. You know, like to John Tonelli's, Lanny McDonald's, guys like that. You know, tell me every day, you're playing good, keep it up, keep it up.
Fleury is surprised he's quicker than a lot of NHL players, and he didn't think so many of the moves that made him a star in Moose Jaw would work in the big time.
When I first came to camp, I was kind of wondering, you know, if I was going to be strong enough, or, you know, just could take the heavy hitting and that. But, you know, I got hit my very first shift on the ice, and, you know, that it didn't hurt, you know, and I just more confidence right there, and, you know, I was allowed to wheel, and, you know, I don't think it's the size really. It's just, you know, how you use the ice to your advantage. You know, you try to stay away from the big guys, you know, but if you see a chance to get in there, you know, just go.
Fleury is only 19. It's hard to say what the Flames will do with him. They may send him back to junior to star in the Western League. If they keep him, they'll want to play him so he improves as much as he can.
With his size and his weight, what we have to do is determine what we think would be best for him. I think based on having seen him in this camp that there's no doubt that he's going to play in the National Hockey League someday, and whether this year's a little premature or not, that's what we have to evaluate.
Fleury thinks he'll probably end up back in junior, play in the World Championships, try to set a few Western League scoring records, and prepare himself, all of his 5'5", 153-pound frame, for an NHL career with the Flames.
So there you go.
5'5".
Anyone else
153.
laughing because the room in the
Yes.
background looks the same?
It's the same
Oh,
room.
boy.
Stalls. Oh.
Yeah. Is that
You wouldn't
is that
believe-
Markstrom in the background? Because that's Markstrom's stall, right? Oh no, it's not. It's
So-
somebody else.
Like the whole NHL world is here in Nashville, and everyone's like, "What the hell's happening in Calgary? Oh, why is everyone? What's going on?" In Calgary? And then everyone somehow gets around to, "Yeah, like I saw that video of the room," and I'm like, "Oh god, it's the
Yeah.
same fucking room as Theo had."
Yeah, it's the same room.
They're
Tradition.
ready for a new one. They're
Take
ready.
pride in it. Take pride.
So that was
Spoiled
87. He was sent back to junior. He went back to Moose Jaw, and in 65 games, he had 68 goals and 160 points
Jeez.
and 235 penalty minutes.
That sounds like Theo.
Mm-hmm. And then at the end of that season, it goes into the next season, and 88, 89. Not a bad start.
So that's the way you want to do it.
That's why you
We're
want
gonna win one of these every year.
Theo, 55 years old today.
HBD.
Happy birthday there, fella. It would have been, because you see how, like, he's a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, even at 19, there's not a whisker. There's not a lot of mass on old Theo back in 1987.
Young Theo, a puppy.
There you go. This day in Flames history, it's a presentation of McLeod Law. Now, you know Peter Klein at McLeod Law. He's your personal injury guy. But did you know he's also the go-to guy in Calgary for your disability insurance claim? Huh? Did you? Did you? Bet you didn't. Did you? Maybe you did. If your long-term disability insurance company is refusing to pay insurance benefits to you, all you do is one call, contact Peter. He'll get you those disability benefits that you paid for and that you deserve. He'll get you your peace of mind back, peace of mind that you paid for. It's McLeod Law, the very best. Great people, the best at what they do. What are you waiting for? McLeod-law.com, online. Get them on your side.
Better than not having them on your side. You kidding me?
You want to?
Some insurance company screwing you around? Call Peter.
You want your lawyers? Yeah, we're gonna need to have you in touch with Peter Klein. He's. Oh, I knew I should.
All right, we'll pay you.
Should have made that call. Yeah. So today, it's always a mass exodus out of here. Everyone's as soon as the final pick is made, day two's, to be honest, day two's always kind of boring.
Yes.
Round one, Gary's there doing his thing, and there's lots going on the podium, and the crowd's into it, and whoop-de-doo, and all of that. And then on day two, there's no marching to the podium. The podium's there, but there's no reason.
Hardly any fans.
You can just tear it down. Hardly any fans. It's flies in there.
It's cavernous.
And
it's a bunch of hockey nerds.
And you've got some Detroit, it's your pick, you're on the clock.
Conroy, stop talking to Iserman, they're on the clock. We'll take Bill Terwilliger out of Spokane.
Bill Terwilliger from Spokane, Detroit.
And the kid
Buffalo, you're on the... It's really that sort of a thing.
Can't believe we're missing that to do this.
I know, it's really rough. And then as soon as the last pick happens, everyone's up from their tables. They're getting on the horn to all the kids that didn't get drafted.
Yep.
They're sending out invites. Come to our development camp next week. I got a development camp. Need you to come on out. Would love to see you. And then they start tearing down the tables. Everyone's got planes to catch, and it's over. Yeah. So it's like exciting and fun, and get out.
Good night.
Beat it. So we've opted not to be there at this point. Maybe we'll swing over later, and depending on time.
Gosh, we're busy.
Well, there's not much left.
No, Flames don't have their fifth, and I believe we are in the fifth round right now. So
sixth round.
We're in round 6 now already. Okay. 4 picks, 2 to go. Their fifth went with Tyler Pitlick and his money to Montreal in the Toffoli deal.
Right.
We like this Toffoli guy, and we'll give you a first in this young feller we picked up in the Sam Bennett deal in Finland. But you're also going to have to take Tyler Pitlick because, well, he's Tyler Pitlick, and he's making too much money as well as being Tyler Pitlick.
Poor Tyler Pitlick.
Wasn't his brother there?
Lance?
Rem?
Yeah.
A lot of Pitlicks.
Was Lance the old man or an uncle? Used to play for the Senators.
Not seriously. I thought there was 2 Pitlicks playing in
There is.
I don't know if they're related, but Rem was a.
God, you got to feel like if you're a Pitlick, you got to have some, like, get the, what is it, 23andMe or whatever? There's got to be some family.
Where's the genealogy tree?
Yeah, that's right. Come on, Rhett.
Send them your DNA.
Don't you know all about that? Let's do this. Let's get to the Pender report. You want to do the Pender report?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah,
right,
sure.
Let's do the Pender report. It's a presentation of our buddies over at Village Honda, Northwest Auto Mall, your dealership for life. For the entire month of June, which is almost over, Village Honda collecting recyclable pop cans and bottles for donation to the Cochrane Containers for Critters program. Help them help the pets. Stop into Village Honda today with your donation. Village Honda presents the Pender report.
All right, fellas, we start with, where the Flames started yesterday. Pick 16, lots of options available that we didn't necessarily think would slide to them at 16, including the Swedish defenseman ASP, including Oliver Moore. There were some good players there, Retro, and it was Samuel Honzek that the Flames selected. RJ's made us a little video, a little highlight reel, I believe. Let's check it out. We're excited about this.
Honzomania.
With our first pick, we're going to take from the Vancouver Giants, Samuel Honzek.
There he is.
Who's he comparing to?
No one. He said he models his game after Leon, like big puck protecting.
Puck protection apparently a big part of his game
Yes.
now again he's been a lot bigger than the guys he's playing against, so that
Yes.
becomes a little bit of an easier chore. But
Also, first year over in North America from Slovakia, so that's a big adjustment. He spoke about the injury at the World Juniors that cost him some time and how he was down on it, and then chatted with their whoever was talking about, mental focus training, or each team's got someone to come and talk about it, and said, you know what, I talked to this guy and it completely turned around my mentality. I turned from that moment, I turned it into a positive. I got into the gym, and he finished the season really strong apparently. And Ryan Pike reminded them that he can't be a fan of Leon Draisaitl anymore because he's now part of the
you're
team.
gonna have to cut
There's
that.
no comparables to him. Like, somebody's got. You're gonna play like someone.
Rhett wants a comparable. It's just Leon, no big deal. Yeah.
Connie doesn't want us to compare him.
Compare him to the other Honzeks.
Don't compare him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second pick.
Big, strong. Think of whoever's like 6'3", 225, strong, like bull.
Strong like bull. Protect puck. Nice, good. Second rounder was Etienne Morin out of Moncton.
Bonjour.
This defenseman piled up points, over a point per game on the back end, and you said they played the crap out of this kid.
Apparently, the minutes played were through the roof. And for a draft-eligible guy to put up the amount of minutes and the points is pretty surprising from a D-man. And there was some talk that maybe, the foot speed, the endurance, and that sort of thing. And it's like, well, yeah, if he's playing
half an hour,
25, 30 minutes a night. So skill is there, Retro. The skill certainly is there.
Boy, do they need some D. So that was a much-needed addition to the cupboards. 6 foot, 180, and has some ties with Jacob Pelche, who played in Moncton, I imagine. I think you're collecting Wildcats, Rat. Do you ever drink the Wildcat?
Wildcats.
Wildcat straw?
Wouldn't have played together.
Correct, yeah.
So it's a tie,
yeah. Third rounder, Adar Suniev. This guy's got an incredibly interesting story. From Europe, moved to the U.S., and then played for the Penticton Vs. Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. Last year in the BC League, absolutely torched the joint. 45 goals in 50 games. Are you kidding me? Sniper, 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 sniper. Off to UMass. That was their third rounder. Originally from Kazan, Russia, Suniev moved to the States as a teenager. There you are. Spoke no English when he came over. He speaks more now. Sounded quite fluent.
Oh, is that how? Yeah.
He's learned a lot since he came over.
So it's an NCAA guy and coming from Penticton.
Oh, man.
Buckle up, people.
My nephew played against.
Do we know what number he is yet? I got to get a jersey.
Yeah, the nephew played against him. Said he's really good. Also, nephew available for draft if anybody's
still available.
Interested.
Okay. Name?
Trail Smoke Eater. Ethan
Warner.
Mm-hmm.
The handle.
Did his
great
parents,
bloodline.
Are his parents carnies? Do they run any carnivals or
drunks
midway
and,
rides?
Drunks. Teachers and drunks. Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Good luck, Ethan.
Teachers and drunks.
Flames in round 4 went back to the Vancouver Giants, selecting Jaden Lipinski at 112th overall. Another larger human, 6'3", 198. Centerman from Phoenix. And, he's centerman. I think I said everything I know.
He's
got some vowels in his name. He plays hockey.
He said that he forgot that Hanzo got picked by the Flames yesterday, so he's excited. Yeah, he's pumped about it.
I think you probably see some people at the Dome next year when the Giants pass through.
That's a good bet by you, Ryan.
I think so, sir. And just refreshing, they are a couple picks away from their selection in round 6. I think they're 3 picks away. I don't want to wait.
Let's just hang on.
Buffalo, you're on the clock. Pick 173.
Do you think
174, and they got 2 to go.
Do you think that they do at the NHL draft like the knuckleheads did at our playoff draft, where they're taking players that have already been taken?
Yeah, you have to do a shot if you take.
We'll take Connor Bedard.
He was taken in the first. You can't take Connor.
That was round 1, guys.
Minnesota, wake up! Penalty shot. Whiskey.
We'll take Matvei Mishkov.
So, guys, Philadelphia took him.
Nice pick right
18 hours ago. You like that pick?
I do.
3 picks to the Flames in round 6. I'm not waiting it out. We got to keep moving here. Oilers made a trade today. A former first rounder and diminutive playmaker Kyler Yamamoto and Klim Kostin all the way to Detroit for. Yeah, that's the deal.
Nothing.
I thought Klim was supposed to be like.
Klim
awesome.
had a great year. The Oilers are in a cap pinch here because Bouchard needs a monster raise, and they're basically had to give them Klim coming off a career year, who they found on waivers. Really nice pickup from Kenny.
No, they traded.
Oh, you're right. It was a trade. Okay, my bad.
Whatever, Samarukov or whatever his
Yeah, okay.
name was.
You're right. Yeah.
And you know what's great about this? Are you an Oiler honk? Kind of.
Oiler honk.
Like, because we're in sharing studios. It was not that long ago. If you talk to an Oiler fan, Klim Kostin, Hall of Fame potential here. This guy, what a steal! What an unbelievable player! Just what a pickup!
What was it? 7 goals in 8 games.
Yeah.
He's on a heater. In the
So
middle
now,
of the season?
because they have to send him in this trade to get Yamamoto off the books, I think there's a chance he might be going to the KHL. I mean, it's you got him for kind of nothing. It was
anyone
easy.
could get hot. It's just
That's an easy. That's
small sample size.
No, that's not a big price to pay at all. Gotcha. See how that goes. Donkeys.
Hawks made a deal as well. The Hawks, man, moving and shaking picks for days. Scorey Perry, I believe a 7th next year, something hilariously low valued. Back the other way. So they've got
Isn't he a UFA?
Perry, Hall. There's they've got some vets to show the young man the way around the league. Here's where the door is, and this is where the visitors' change room is, and this is Tootsie's. This is where we go in Nashville. All those things. You need vets for that, Red.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Corey Perry.
Oh, picks in 6th round. Yegorov. That sounds like a fake name. 6'3", 183. Goalie.
What was
Oh.
a goalie?
Yeah, Yegor
What are you
Yegorov
doing?
from
Oh,
Dynamo
wasted
Moscow, their junior team.
They got Wolf. What are they taking? Wolf's going to play for the next 30 years. Don't need a goalie.
Rather you need a goalie.
Yow.
Oh. Russian Junior League. Okay, very good. And we're going to close it off. The Betway guys are here, Rhett. You're missing, don't know them. They're missing you. They kind of know you. They love the show. Great
and
guys.
putting on quite a clinic.
Like you were saying about something else earlier today, the professionals make it look easy.
Yeah.
Like the pros, like Wayne just made it look easy. How is it everyone not picking up 150 points? The Betway guys are making this get up, drink until 2 a.m., schmooze fest. Like, I don't know that I've seen many do it as well as these guys.
They
Alex
beat
and
us to the
James,
studio here today. It's probably more of an indicator on us.
There's
than
no
them,
free
maybe,
booze
but
here
still,
either.
you
I don't know why
whatever.
they're. Yeah.
You know.
So, our boy Alex from Quebec, massive Habs fan. Habs have the pick number 5, and this is where the draft got interesting. What are they going to do at 5? Michkov, we think, is going to slide. There's concerns about the Russian flight risk, all that stuff. And so we have video, not only of the pick at 5, but our boy Alex in the seat last night. Let's go to that now, as he's so excited. He wants Michkov bad, Red. He really wants Michkov. Just take it.
How we doing, bud?
I'm good. Chris.
Still got hope. So there's the podium. We're going to make the pick here. There's Carey Price.
To make our selection, I will invite up our former 5th overall in 2005, Carey Price.
Oh, Carey!
Alex excited. Big Carey guy.
Carey!
Didn't catch on.
Proud to select David.
Oh, Reinbacher. It's the defenseman.
We planned it that way. David Reinbacher.
Yeah, they could have had the superstar Russian, but David. They took him instead.
Didn't they draft a Russian kid 1st overall last year?
No, Slavkovsky is Slovak. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. Alex still thinks they should take in Michkov.
Well, and there's a lot of people that say Michkov. I mean, he's
So do
doing
I.
Russian players have never done. This guy is
Yes, he's setting draft-eligible season records in the KHL for production.
a freak. But I'm sure this guy will be great.
Habs. 3 years, they won't need a superstar.
Freaking
right?
dude, it's like 40 degrees here yesterday. He's
so
traipsing
committed
around
to the
Nashville
jersey.
wearing the full jersey.
Like, it is humid and hot, and he's got the white shirt and then the Habs jersey on top.
I said,
the dude is a puddle.
We'll cut that into a halter top or something. He was not down for that. But hey, you know you're a fan when.
Yeah. Doesn't get over from the UK often
You
to
think
see
the
his
stink's
boys.
going to come out of that thing when you wash it, or just throw it out?
If you put that in, like, I don't want to see the color of the water coming out of that. That's just all booze and sweat in that jersey.
There you go.
What a shift. Nice work, fellas. That's the Pender report from Nashville.
Huge pre-owned inventory at Village Honda. 70 used vehicles on site. Access to over 400 more in their dealer group. All makes, all models for all budgets. Award-winning service. Top-rated team. Village Honda is your dealership for life in the Northwest Auto Mall. Yeah. So you don't like the goalie pick? You don't like... That's late. You take a goalie.
I love taking goalies late. They've done well in Europe, too. I think Russia especially is a little under-scouted now with what's happened geopolitically, and I think they can find some efficiencies there.
Oh, geopolitically, Red.
You can't get into scout, right? It's like you got to watch tape. So teams are a little more leery to take them.
You didn't scout, and you were leery even now. Just sitting in Saskatoon, you haven't watched junior hockey at all.
Yegor Yegorov deserves better.
I just don't like this pick. Oh, really? What is it? Oh, I just don't like
his
goalies.
name.
Oh, okay. That's good.
You need a good goal.
Yeah, good goalies. If anybody should appreciate goaltending and what it can do for you, I thought it'd be you.
It's true. I do. Wasn't Kipper a late pick? Seventh round?
That's a good question. I know we traded the Flames traded that second round of the turn into Mark-Edward Vlasic to get him. So win-win. But
oh, Kippy. What do you think Kippy's doing today?
A few guesses.
Diving.
Somebody had told me that he was driving a Zamboni or something during the winter.
He owns a team.
Yeah, he was just hanging around the rink, driving the Zamboni, shoveling snow and shit.
Yeah. Maybe the odd dart bonfire in the backyard.
For sure, dart.
Yeah.
Lighten the next one with the last one.
He's a big scuba diver.
Is he?
Scuba.
You like to scuba? Vina Nova is Calgary's leader in lab-grown diamonds.
He was a fifth-rounder, Dean.
Specializing in lab-grown diamonds. The only place in Calgary to do it. They have the downtown showroom, second level of Stephen Avenue Place, vinanova.com. And if you're thinking about, well, maybe you're getting married in the summer. Maybe you need a ring. Maybe you're going to ask somebody. Or maybe you got married years ago and your anniversary's coming up.
Oh.
I got one of those. Did you get married in the summer?
No, I got married during the Flames golf tournament.
Right. Huh. That was a sore spot.
Yeah. Oh,
Why?
double booked.
That was, It
Yeah.
was kind of an important thing that the players go to the golf tournament, and you were like,
Ken King was not happy to hear I was not going to be attending the golf tournament. Called me personally and said, I expect you to be at the golf tournament. Mr. King, I'd love to make it. Something. Yeah.
And Rhett, what a great choice you made.
Shoveler.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Drives a little quick for my liking, but she gets it done.
Well, puts my life at risk sometimes, but keeps you on the edge of your seat, I guess, eh?
Lab-grown diamond, same chemical composition and crystal structure as an earth mine diamond, but the savings 60, 70, sometimes 80% less than that dumb mine diamond. That's probably still got stuff all over it and that. This is built in a lab. It's pristine and the cleanliness of it all. Why would you go any other way? Vinanova.com is where you go online. And as Rhett knows, they can ship stuff to you. You go online, you find something, they'll get it right to you. Or go to that downtown showroom, second level, Stephen Avenue Place. Now, as far as the show tomorrow, we are traveling. I didn't know planes were allowed to take off at the time that we're taking off.
I know they'd probably like your international flight. You'd land at times like this.
Isn't there some kind of
around the
curfew
world
or something?
Leaving this early?
I don't know what little bastard booked this flight for us.
Some mean little carnivore.
As soon as we're done this show, we're gonna have a word. That little prick.
That little
5:30. Jesus.
Wolverine.
Fourth
International flight. You got to be there early.
We're going to.
I think you probably just wait till the bar closes, help them put the chairs on top of the tables, go sit in the clown drive-through for 45 minutes, and get to the airport.
No, go straight to the airport. Go to Old Reds. There'll be a guy playing that right there.
Really?
You're gonna have a drink, and you're gonna have the breakfast poutine. It's got sausage, gravy, hot sauce, and tater tots, scrambled eggs, or however you want to order your eggs. On top of that, cheese. Bob's your uncle. Nighty night on the flight.
You think that Mama Jam is going to be open at 4:30 in the morning?
Guaranteed.
With a singer? At some shift. Yeah, I'm singing the 2 to 6 a.m. at Reds at the airport. Almost made it.
When's your flight?
Noon.
Oh, noon, eh? So
bitch.
some flights leave at noon, and some leave at 5:30. This prick.
How did you ever fall for that? You guys got there late, and you got the shitty flight home. Like,
well, he booked. What are you gonna
we
do?
were, you know what? In the Wolverines' defense, we are a little late to getting around to doing all this stuff, and we'll be much more. We've got it all figured out for next year in Vegas. Right?
Yeah.
We just need to add you.
Private jet.
PJ it is, yeah.
There's some. I read this morning. There's some. Vegas sounds like it's going to be the one, but some other cities / teams have come in and said we would really love. There's something going on in our city next year. That if we could tie this in, it would be part of our celebration. So it's. You know.
I can't wait for that new rink. You got to have a Stampede draft session in Calgary. Right. Put it in your calendars. 2028?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, something like that. Great Eagle Event Center. Yesterday, I think it was. I saw they announced a new one. You ever have the Boney M Christmas album, Rhett?
Ugh.
I'm trying to think of, didn't everybody have the Boney M Christmas album?
It's a staple.
Yeah. Boney M, original lead singer, back with the group, December 2nd.
Really?
Coming to the Grey Eagle Event Center.
Just in time for Christmas.
Just in time for Christmas. Mary's boy child.
So this is Christmas.
That's not them.
And a happy new year.
No.
Let's. No.
No, some upcoming shows as well. Go to their website, Grey Eagle. Nikki Glazer, great stand-up comedian. She is, again, she's one of the best at it. October 7th. ZZ Top, October 11th. Portugal the Man, November 8th.
Yes.
Glorious Sons, November 18th. This is just a few. They have multiple events, shows, and it's everything. It's speaking engagements, concerts, comedians,
Fights.
You name it. Fights. Go and check out their website. And get yourself in there. Next week?
Thursday.
I think we're going to be there next week.
A week today. We'll be covered in bull snot. Up
Correct.
close and personal.
Ooh, yeah.
It is the Cody Snyder Bull Bustin' event next week. And would love it. It's completely sold out. Has been for a while. But we're going to be very happy to go down there and give some love to Cody. He and Rhonda put this event on every year. It's become one of the bangers of the calendar. Things that you got to do in a calendar year in Calgary, it's there. And they've given back hundreds of thousands of dollars to different charities. And every time it's a 2-day event, and then it's 3 days, and then it's 4 days, and it continues to sell out, and they continue to just money back.
They were sold out at Christmas, I believe, when we auctioned a package off for the Barn Burner Christmas charity we did.
Yeah.
Like, that's wild to be a half year out. And there's no seats. Like, it's
so they're raising money for charity, and you guys are going for free.
We raised money for charity by.
Well, you tell me where's the excitement there? Going to see bull riders or
watch me high kick in cowboy boots?
Oh Jesus, I never thought of it.
I feel like the Stampede and the bull riding is a very dicey spot for you to get out of hand, my friend.
Everyone's worried about me. I've been on best behavior here.
So yeah, but you start high kicking, and you happen to clip one of the bull riders, you are getting your ass knocked out.
I don't know how I've done it.
Or they might actually just grab you and throw you on a bull. Say,
I don't want.
Oh
that
yeah,
no.
Here you go.
Neither, please.
I've known Cody for a long time. I could maybe make it happen.
No. Hard no.
Please.
No.
Think about it.
No.
How much money I'm starting to chip in for charity. Like the Musk Zuckerberg fight. I would put money in to watch that. I would also put a lot of money in to watch Ryan Pinder ride that bull.
You know what? It'll
We could
be
have
over
a
fast.
huge
Ryan.
fundraiser.
In any way you want to look at it, it will all be over very fast.
I want nothing to do with anything on the other side of the steel rails that keeps the bull.
Skydiving, Rocky Mountain climbing.
Okay.
7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu. That could be you. Live like you were dying, Ryan.
I'm good.
Because you are dying.
We're all dying.
Thought you were dead this morning.
Tight turn.
Yep, tight turn. Hey.
RJ was up at 4. What the hell's he doing awake at 4?
Well, it takes some work to get video and stuff done for this show.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Well, someone's got to keep the Betway guys from falling over. There's lots of different jobs to be done here.
So no show tomorrow?
We're going to do something.
What do you?
But not live.
Let's stick around after this. We'll do a little record session. We'll play it tomorrow.
He doesn't seem to.
Well, as long as it's good as today's.
Yeah. Yeah. If they'd have taken the Russian kid, people would have been, trade Hanifin, move up, get Bedard.
Michkov.
How did they not find a way to get Michkov?
Montreal wanted an effing defenseman. Why didn't you give him Hanifin?
He wants to go to America, and last I checked.
Don't care. Montreal, great city. He'd love Montreal. And we would love Michkov.
Could have been easy.
Yeah.
Apparently.
That's it. Well, as far as the show tomorrow, it's let's call it a moving target. We can't do it because we're in a plane. So.
We are in the air, but we will have something for you on the YouTubes. How much and what? Stay tuned.
Or we won't have a show tomorrow.
That's also a decent option I'm okay with.
Yeah. Or we just may not have a show tomorrow. Oh, now Retro, you're on the ground.
Yeah. Why don't you do a show?
Call up a buddy.
You know what I could do? I could do a show of me barefooting.
No, you're not barefooting.
Barefooting. Get
out
of here.
Are you going to barefoot this summer? Do you barefoot?
Oh, please. I could do that right now behind a fishing boat.
How are you? Right. You're getting hauled behind a boat with your shoulders, your poor shoulders, dragging you around the lake.
No. I go right out the back of the boat and just jump, go.
Yeah.
I told you I was going to do it with the orcas. We were fishing on the West Coast team.
Right. Yeah.
We're at that part of the show.
It's going to be awesome, Pinder. I was going to be barefooting, and the orcas were going to be jumping beside me.
Yeah, that's what it was going to be. All right. All right, folks. Let's do some Betway. Let's do some Betway bets here. Betway, get that. You know what? Get the Betway app on your phone. Get the Betway app.
Bet the responsible way.
Just got another D.
Just got another D.
I think we got another. Yeah. Am I allowed to say that, or do we get shit for this
Pender.
stuff?
No, we're fine.
They're not. There's like 10 picks till they're up. Or I'm on tape till I hear. Anyway.
Pick 195.
That's Yanni Peltonen to the Hawks.
Wow. Yeah, it is.
Back to that way. Red jersey. You were close, Rhett.
Well,
in the league,
it's just out of sight.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, your periffs. Yeah. So were you excited when the Flames got Bedard at first overall then yesterday?
Boy, there's a lot of picks the Flames are making.
Connie, great job, buddy. I've heard great things about this kid.
Regina, good kid.
Eyesight. I need the clinics, all the clinics.
You do, yeah. We'll get you all figured out.
On the show.
Yeah, we'll get you all figured out. Anyway, Betway. Let's do some Betway. Get that Betway app on your phone.
Jays and Giants from the Rogers Center in Toronto. Rubber match of a 3-game set. And I like the Jays on the run line. They stomped them yesterday on a bullpen day after losing a nail-biter with Kevin Gausman against his old crew in the opener. -1.5 pays plus 125. And so here's one of the perks of having the Betway guys on the trip. You can actually get stuff made and like, hey, have you ever thought about being able to bet on this? Check out this line for this is an exclusive barn burner bet for the day.
Yeah.
It is Pinder's bedtime over under 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. And the over is paying -110. And a reminder, we're going to have to be at the airport at about 4 a.m.
Right.
So if you want to bet the over on the Pinder bedtime at 2 a.m., not a ton of value, but a pretty safe bet.
Now, what if it was 2 p.m.? today, this afternoon, like in about an hour to
I
90
feel like
minutes.
if there's a formula for success, it's sit in the sun, get a little pool action, go sleep for 90 minutes, and then one more throwdown and right to the airport.
Not everyone can do this, people. Not everyone can do what we do. Thank you, Betway, for being a part of this.
I'm telling you, that over is the easiest bet you can find. Go keep looking. If you don't sit in the app, just keep looking.
And the Betway guys have been sitting here the whole time. It's like, we really need to rethink our strategy. I'm not sure.
These guys just bullshit for 90 minutes.
You know what?
We're sponsoring these losers?
You watch it on YouTube and you kind of think it's one thing, and then you see it. It's like, holy Christ.
God, it's
not
worse than I
what
thought.
it was going to be. Get the Betway app on your phone, everybody. Bet the responsible way with Betway, the proud partner of Barn Burner and Flames Nation. All right, Retro, go. Who was it? Was it John Candy? Didn't he get pulled behind a boat in the great outdoors? Get your John Candy on. Get after it.
I'm going to nail it.
Okay. Now, next week, so to be TBD on the show tomorrow. Monday, holiday. We're very proud Canadians. We're going to celebrate the long
What about Friday?
That's tomorrow. We just talked about that. Yeah.
Tomorrow, TBD.
Okay.
We're going to figure that out.
Saturday, free agency starts.
Free agency on the weekend.
Make sure you're dialed into Daily Faceoff with Frank Seravalli. He's going to have something going on there for sure.
Monday, holiday. We're back Tuesday. All of our reactions and opinions. Just going to be flame-throwing opinions on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Can't believe this. Boom, 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 boom. That's what it's going to be on Tuesday's show. We're going to be just so opinionated. It's going to be unbelievable.
In studio. All of us.
All right, I was going to say, will you be joining us?
Pushing buttons.
Nope.
We'll see you too.
on Tuesday.
Break down some Yegorov.
Yeah,
tape.
do
Get
some.
back
I
to
got
us
a
on
call.
this.
I got to make some calls. Maybe my buddy Max Afiniganov has some insight for me. I don't know.
Yeah. Are you going to be making poutine, breakfast poutine on Tuesday?
No, we should get a delivery in though.
We should do the show from your patio. That's what we should do. We'll go to your place, get you cooking on the old grill.
Good.
I don't mind that idea.
I don't mind that
I know
idea.
a guy at named Greg. who'd
Except
love
then
that.
Pender's at my house, so you never know what.
Then he gets drunk.
And then the shoveler will have to. The shoveler will have to hit him with a shovel for calling her ugly and disgusting.
Yeah,
it's never a good thing.
No, never good. Never good.
Always great to see the shoveler and you, Rhett.
All right, buddies. That's the show for today. Have a great rest of your day. Be well.
Hey, safe travels to you two. Wolvie, I'm sure will be taking care of you.
Yeah, well, Jared's done a really good job of taking care of us so far. What can only imagine what's next.
I'm just glad it's only one connection, not two or three. What a fantastic job.
Yeah, real good. Real good. See ya, buddies.
Bye.